Alrighty, friends. I'm absolutely pooped. It's like 9 p.m. or something like that. And I'm walking out of Hyde Park. As you can see behind me, the Marble Arch. Oh, that's the Marble Arch there. Anyway, apparently this stuff comes from people who didn't know shit about anything, and I'm rambling. I've had a tiring day at the front line there. One guy tried to verbally beat me up because of certain things that I've experienced, or think about our creation here, and what we're doing and what the purpose is, and why this bull earth lie has been perpetuated. I think I want to just kind of close on this thought, and that is that it was an excellent opportunity to engage with a bunch more people, maybe not as many as before. Just a weird little encounter there. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of effort to kind of keep us in various pools, like we find certain information like 9/11 or whatever, and we stay in that pool, that pit. And I think we need to do more. We need to move on. And the flat earth is the same thing, Like 3 years in, I know that if all you do is want to bang on about flat earth, you're going to miss the point. Don't forget the Illuminati card game only gives the flat earth knowledge about 2 points in their card game. That could be a psyop. I do think that flat earth is probably the most useful truth in unpicking what we are and who we are and our purpose and true identity and so on. So I think for me flat earth is essential. My wife seems to agree that without, she took her years to come and point that point, but without flat earth you are spinning around or whatever. You have no foundation, you have no true basis to put yourself in this creation, in your proper place in this creation. And I think that's where I feel like we're kind of banging heads together over whether this creation is I'm sorry, I'm being distracted by a dress. I have to turn around so you can see what dress I'm talking about. And holy moly. Yeah, well, damn. Yeah, so I think that who are we appealing to? Who's listening to us? Who's listening to the flat earth when it comes to going, okay, well then let's redo these science experiments. Let's go and visit this place. Let's go and check that thing out that we say might have been, and let's do so in a way that can't be questioned, isn't being done by one of our preferred clients, customers, providers, or whatever. No, I think the game is so well rigged that you can bang on about flat earth until the cows come home, my friends. But I don't think the system is going to open the door and let you in and say, okay, well, welcome in with your flat earth knowledge. We're going to throw ourselves at the mercy of people and let them decide whether or not we should be hung, drawn and quartered, or given nice mansions out in the countryside. So I don't see that happening. I don't see that. I don't see a group getting kind of. I don't see like. I was saying to someone today, I think that flat earth could become like this mainstream thing, and if that's so, then obviously it's going to be co-opted. Obviously it's going to be like led some way along some way, right? That seems to be the way things work. So the majority will be drawn into a particular version of the truth, and that seems to me to be fairly inevitable. But the thing is that you have your own truth, your own inner journey, you know what I mean? So this is where some people don't like it very much. But I don't give a shit. This is how it is for me. That, you know, you can find out all the truth you want about the bullshit that's going on outside. We may never know exactly how the world, you know, like how the lights work above us, the sun and the moon and stuff. We might not necessarily be able to determine all of those things. But we can do some things on the inside that we can definitely change, you know. Our own sun, our own moon, our own star, solar system. We can kind of brighten that up, you know, because however this is going to play out, you know, the brighter we are, surely the better we are bringing the collective kind of, and you know, even if you can't buy into the collective, fuck the collective, whatever. Well, what about yourself, you know? If you ever do is fight for the flat earth, or you fight for the 9/11 truth, or you fight for vaccination, this, that and the rest, then when are you ever going to find time to go inside? And I think that's where I'm at now, right, in this flat earth thing. Is pretty rarefied conditions. You know, I'm not saying you have to be, I've met some pretty lame flat earthers actually, but you know, you have to have gone some travel to get to this point, I think. And if I was the guys running the show, I'd know that this was coming. I'd know that there were people who were going to find out these truths. So I'd want to make sure that they were kind of, you know, there was places for them to hide, to swim around and think that they, you know, they found their truths and so on. I wouldn't want them getting to a place where they're no longer busy running around like little rabbits in a hutch trying to find out these truths about the world and about the things out there. Because yeah, there's only so much we might learn, and I want to learn. I want to know loads. I want to know the whole lot. I would love to know everything that's knowable. Don't get me wrong. But I think that when I find myself getting embroiled in conversations that about one thing or another, it doesn't really matter. But I found myself spending more my energy, exhausting all my energy on taking on, say, a debate or an argument, as I found recently on Facebook, where I can, not Facebook, on the YouTube, where I can get myself into a conversation that can take up my headspace, where I'm no longer doing maybe a bit of meditation or a bit of stretching or a bit of, you know, me time, you know. I'm always out there in the dialectic, squabbling over this or squabbling over that. I'm walking past the Buckingham Palace, by the way, for what that's worth, or the walls, or the outside of Buckingham Palace. See, they got the, anyway. So that's that. I think I just wanted to kind of share those thoughts about that. I think, you know, it's not for everybody. There's going to be those who just want to stand in the trenches and fight for one thing or another. And I'm eager to fight for flat Earth awakening, because I think that, you know, if people buy that, if they get into it rather, if they realize it, then they can more easily free themselves and those around them from the mental shackles that seem to bind the most of us. Oh, anyway, I'm pretty hungry actually. There's all people eating lovely food in that restaurant now. Have to scoot on by. Best not drool on the window. Hey man, take care.